Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hurricanes will boot it away to start the game. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Texas A&M's return team didn't help matters out much there. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Quick strike complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Blunt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Miami's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this lineup.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. To the ground with the back. Nice move there. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Good timing on the quick out. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Going up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man down the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. They want to just keep throwing it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. On the return, it's Blunt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying the left side. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On second down, they'll take to the air. Makes the grab over the middle. At midfield, he's got room. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. They're going to run it.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He finds his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCLA. He'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the tailback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To the ground to try to move the chains. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Canes want to crank the tempo.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He's going up top. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Open space at the 25. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He's got it. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Hurricanes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Canes! And they made it to the house, but they found that 6 points waiting on them.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point in the season.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. It might be a good call later on in the game.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple of touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Blunt. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. He'll keep it himself. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line, and the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Blunt. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Pulls it in. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Blunt. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Blunt. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. This defense has kept him backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They feed him again. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. The Aggies have it with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Texas A&M.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for this offense.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Ball State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After that last completion, it's second down. Leaves it with the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. The play action fake. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. Tackled after picking up the first down. And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward. Gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Blunt. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Blunt. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run on the doorstep. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. They'll go to the air. Gets open down the middle. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Now the toss. Touchdown, Canes! And the beatdown has ensued.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas A&M, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And the offense heads out onto the... Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He'll do it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Handoff to the lone back. The Hurricanes get enough to move the chains. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The run to the right. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
2nd down coming up.
Now the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Blunt. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll try the right side. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third down, he drops to throw. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Reads it, fires complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the moving kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst-case scenario now for this offense is victory formation, victory formation, victory formation, punt, win the game, David.
No doubt about it. When you're up 2+ possessions, there's no way for the defense to get back in the game. So take a knee, get out of here with the dub.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are. what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are, but when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.